Comedian Ricky Gervais has weighed into the US presidential election by poking fun at celebrities who claim they know best when it comes to politics.
Hi guys, Ricky G here, wellness and beauty influencer. As a celebrity, I know all about stuff, like science and politics. So trust me when I tell you who you should vote for.
He went on to mock some of those in Hollywood for the over-the-top reactions we've been seeing when they endorse candidates and some of the fear that is getting spread aimed at anyone who may be thinking about voting for the other side.
If you don't vote the right way, that's like a hate crime and it makes me sad and angry and I'll leave the country. And you don't want that.
This message from his bathtub was posted to X in June, but influencer accounts are resharing it now as we see more and more celebrities speak out about who to vote for. Last week, Jennifer Lopez threw her support behind Kamala Harris in a very emotional speech.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional, but you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should.
Over the weekend, rapper Cardi B endorsed Kamala Harris, but her content is raising eyebrows.
I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate, she's compassionate, she shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk, that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me. I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank.
The rapper is receiving backlash for this speech. Many online are pointing out that the rapper failed to mention that prices have soared around 20% under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Now, we know the Vice President has been receiving countless endorsements from pop stars and big names in Hollywood, such as Taylor Swift, Jennifer Aniston, and now actor Harrison Ford has come out with this inspiring message.
The truth is this: Kamala Harris will protect your right to disagree with her about policies or ideas, and then, as we have done for centuries, we'll debate them.
This election, stars are also throwing their support behind Donald Trump, including Hulk Hogan, Kid Rock, and TMZ is reporting that Mel Gibson will be voting for Donald Trump. So what difference do celebrity endorsements actually make? According to a recent YouGov poll, 11% of Americans say a celebrity has caused them to reconsider their stance on a political issue, and 7% say they have supported a political candidate because of a celebrity endorsement. But if we look back in history, Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign showed that star power is not always enough. Will it make a difference this time? We'll find out very soon, because there is just 2 days to go until Election Day in the United States. Sky News host Paul Murray has the latest from Dallas, Texas.
Something you need to know about this election and about why people lose their nut in America when their side loses. Put simply, this weekend, both sides are being told by their silos on the internet that they are definitely winning the election. First, the Dems.
I have sources inside the Kamala Harris operation, and I can tell you this: as of this morning, Kamala Harris and her people are 100% confident. They're not in the least bit worried. They are 100% confident, and they're saying, do not worry about it. Don't worry about the polls. Don't listen to the polls. We have this in the bag.
When you see left-wingers, not us, not me, I'm not a left-winger, already going, this guy did it, that guy did it, this guy did it, that guy did it. You know, behind the scenes, there is an absolute panic fest breaking out. They got Xanax everywhere. They're taking them like Tic Tacs at this point.
Now, both sides, someone's lying here, all right? Clearly, both sides are not going to win, and this thing is either going to be a squeaker or it's going to be a blowout, and we all know all the different reasons why. In fact, on the prediction sites, the betting markets, all of that, it's really tightened. Now, whether that's because they're taking the each-way bet and they don't want to be wrong, depending on which one's going to win. But have a look at this. The 538 website, which again takes polls and a whole bunch of other data to try to work out what's going on, 51-49. when they run on their computers what's going to happen on Tuesday here, Wednesday, of course, in Australia. The bloke who used to work for that business but is now out on his own again. The best part of 51 to 48 right now. Because of that poll in Iowa, big change in the betting markets. It was about 60-40. We're now down to about 53 to 47 right now. In fact, if you have a look at all of the betting over time, you can see when the red line was Trump versus Biden, then there's the candidate switch, and then it blows out for Trump again, and then a big change in the past 24 hours. So we keep talking about the 7 states that matter. The swing states, again, let's go clockwise here, where we are talking about Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. We then move our way down to North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. All of those still in play. So what are the polls telling us? The New York Times poll of polls, well, it shows things razor tight. If Harris is in front anywhere, it's by less than a point. If Trump is in front, it is by a point or more. But of course, margin of error, blah, blah, blah. If the polls do exactly what they did in 2020 and 2016, then Trump's going to really rip away with this thing. But if there is a big change in things like people over 65 and women that are going to surge, that's what gets Harris there. As for Real Clear Politics, there has been a change where she's just in front. I mean, 0.1%. In Wisconsin, Michigan at 0.6. Other than that, Trump, Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. All of those things good. So if the polls were correct today, bang, this is what you are going to see. 270 to win, Trump up by 17 electoral college votes. That is even after I have swapped Iowa out when it comes to some of those polls. And again, that polling that I have talked about today. In fact, if you turn around and you make that change, it goes down to 275. So you'll still win, even if Iowa starts to move. That's also if he loses Nevada, although early voting would suggest that the Republicans are absolutely smashing it there. So we'll see what happens. So the blue wall, let's turn from 7 states to worry about to 3 states to focus on. Again, in the top right-hand corner, I've used all of our graphics budget on this one, which is Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and in Michigan. Put simply, Harris needs to win all of them. Trump needs just one of them. And insiders are telling political media who are very plugged in here, including a bloke called Mark Halperin, a guy who does not pick a candidate, does not root for one side or the other, as they say here in the United States. I always find that funny, don't you? We say cheer. Well, he says Wisconsin is probably going to be a problem for Harris. If that's the case, Trump's on his way to a win.
And what I'm here to tell you tonight, based on my reporting with Democrats and Republicans nationally and in both those states, that it could be that Kamala Harris wins Pennsylvania but loses the White House because she loses Wisconsin. Michigan remains a bit of a puzzle. Both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are doing dueling rallies near each other in Wisconsin tonight. Fitting, as far as I'm concerned, for my reporting, because as I said, my reporting is that she's in trouble in Wisconsin. This is based on 3 sources, 2 Republicans, 1 Democrat, all of whom know the state quite well, and all of whom told me today the same version of they would be somewhere between surprised and shocked if Kamala Harris won Wisconsin.
Now, can it all change? Will it all change? We'll all find out together. I'm deep in the data for you. I'm following it all so you don't have to.